Hey guys, Redninja here for another video. This is gonna be part 2 of Matthew's dedication video. I'm not sure if I can do the videos of me and him that I have, but I'll try to do anything I can do that includes Matthew. Like on this part I'll include some stories. Some good stories. I'll have some pictures of him popping up on the screen of me and him and all the stuff we did. I'll go all the way back to when me and him first met. Y'all can't remember how long it is. I remember the first time I really remember being friends with him was December of 2016. I just got broken up with. Well, not broken up with. I just went through a bad girl situation, and we took a picture on his Instagram. We took a whole bunch of pictures, whatever, and that's how me and him really became friends. And then, man, just thinking about that. Let's see, so right after that, and I saw him at church all the time. And then summer of 2017 was when I really got to know him. He was the first friend that I would still call friend today that I actually went to their house. I mean, best friend. Went over his house with me, him, and Luke. Was it Luke? Was Chris and Austin with us? I don't remember. But, we all hung out there, sat downstairs in his basement, and just hung out down there. It was fun. And then we got to know each other more and more and more. I hung out with him, but basically that whole summer. It was all of us at Lida's house, or my house. It was, let's see, me, Matthew, me, Emily, Lida, Austin, Jacob. Most of the time, sometimes it was Jacob and Jordan. Abby was with us. Yeah, was that everybody? Yeah, it was most of the people we all either hung out at. Lida's house is where Jacob and Jordan would go, but my house would be usually me, Matthew, and Emily and Austin. And Luke too. Luke came over to my house one time, and I remember that. There's so many memories I have with him. So many doggone memories that are always there. Like right now, when I got home, I found these. I don't know how to pronounce them, but I found those. And I was trying to fix this knife of his. This is his knife. He gave me it a long time ago. We traded the knives. I ended up finding the knife he left in my house, but but he gave me this knife. I want to fix the clip on it because the clip is bent out, but the screws here are stripped, so I can't do that. But yeah. We really got to know him during the summer. That summer, my mom and my dad was in Ohio working. My mom and my sister used to go out there and see him all the time, and I would be home all the time. And I would go to his house and be somewhere and spend the night at. And I would be at his house. His mom, I still see as my mom. She told me that I'm basically like a son to her. That's what she's told me lately, and I really appreciate that. Matthew was loved by everyone he knew. He really was. I drove from Arkansas just to say goodbye to him. If that don't show how much I love him, then what would? What can show me how much I loved him? I hear him in my dreams. He's there in every dream of mine. It's almost like my dreams are repeats of memories of him. me with him. Get to the funny stories of me and him. There was okay. I always think about the time when me and him almost died. We were we were we were at the church. Okay, so he's like, "Yo, want to hang out?" So I walked over from the church to the parking lot. He was there. We sat in the parking lot jamming, and then we're like, "Let's go for a drive." So we drive out of the church parking lot and drive down the road towards the Casey's there. And he's like, "Yo, watch this." So we took off, started drifting that corner. As midway into the turn, his wheels catch traction, start going right towards the I guess when he was drifting, I guess he had his wheels turned like this to kind of like steady the car, and it gripped real fast and like swerved this way, and we were going straight towards a telephone pole. So we barely missed that curb and that telephone pole. We turn, get into the road we were drifting into, and to stop. And then we drive a little more into like a side street, and we just sit there, breathing so hard, both of us. I couldn't decide if I should laugh or flip and scream. And he's just there like, "I love you, bro." I love you too. Like they say, you ain't true friends until you almost die with each other. There was a time we got chased by some guy at the cemetery. Me and him, I was going to his house one day. Spent the night at his house one night, and grabbed all my stuff, and we started walking. And he decided, let's go meet his friend in the cemetery. Let's go say hi to him. So we're like, okay. We're there. Then a cop car decides to pull in the cemetery with us. We're like, what the heck? And then we thought we heard something as we walked out of the cemetery, and then like as we're walking down the road towards some Circle Drive, unless it was Circle Drive, I'm not sure. We kept on hearing things. Me and him both that we saw something. So we kept on like freaking out. We're like, "Yo, is there someone following us?" So then we come walking more and more and more, and then we saw someone. So then we texted the group chat, Lida and Emily, and we're like, "Yo, someone's following us." Just to freak them out, because we weren't sure if we were still following us. So we flew off because we heard something. Matthew freaking scared me though. I didn't really hear nothing, but Matthew took off. He took off faster than me. I've never seen Matthew run that fast in my life. We ran half the way to his house. And his mom was like, no, his dad was in the living room, and his mom were there, and I'm like, we raced. And then there's always the times when I would go over to his house after school, and we'd make burritos. We would always make burritos. He would be like, "Yo, Mexican, come here, make me some food." So I'd fry the beans, make the tortillas, tell him what to do, what not to do, what to make it good, and then, yeah, we chowed down on some burritos and then hung out in his room until I had to go home. I miss those days. My house was just a mile away from my best friend. My best friend lived okay, I live here, okay, I live, okay, so here's my house. I can't put the description down. Wait, okay, so I live here. driveway, road, intersection, okay? My house, my road, the intersection. Emily lived down this road. Matthew lived down this road, and there's Kurt. So my best friend and my girlfriend, well, she was my best friend before my girlfriend. They lived at the intersection, so I could go to Emily's or go to Matthew's. So I never went to Emily's house though, which I wish I kind of did, but I never got to. And then there was the time where just before I moved, it was me, him, Brandon, and Alonzo. We took his truck. Brandon took his car. And we were making donuts, or not donuts, but like drifting in the gravel. It was a trailer yard, and we were there. We went there twice. Second time we went over there, there was a guy in a mallet. There was a guy there, I mean. And we look, and it's me and Brandon. We're in the car, and we're drifting. And he goes, "Oh shoot!" And look, there's a guy throwing a mallet at us. He doesn't hit his car, but we booked out of there, looking for cops and everything. We're like, yeah, let's hide. So we couldn't like hide our cars at his house for about a few hours. It was funny. So I don't talk to them guys no more though, so. And then there were so many funny times I had with Matthew. Like there was a time me and him almost had heat stroke. And we rode bikes around town, no money on us. We were there under the overpass, whatever you call it. And we were under there exhausted, panting, having a headache like I have right now. And yeah, before I moved here to Arkansas, that Sunday night, it was the Monday after the Monday after my last youth group. We all had my like goodbye, Lucas, kind of thing. My voice was going away, so when I cried in my group, I sounded like a little wheezing girl. Like, you know, I can't do it. My voice has to be gone. I can't. And then Matthew and I saw Matthew next day at school, and I looked at him. He kind of looked sad. He looked so sad. Oh my God, it broke my heart, yo. Right after I moved, way after I moved, he would post pictures about me and him. Like he's like, "This is my brother." I'll put where's it at, and like read y'all what he said about me, and he's like, this is my brother, and I wouldn't be here if it was for him, and all that. And I didn't call him best friend to people who didn't know him. People who did know him, I call him my best friend because they didn't know me. They didn't know I knew him like I did. But he was a brother to me. He really was. He was like my big brother. Always had my back. Always doing the stupidest crap ever. I was like, okay. He never let me down. We had our bad times. Like the one time we were at my house and things got a little edgy, and I kind of made him get out of my house. Like, yo, get out of here, and he took off. And then next day I was emailing him from my school email, going like, yo, I'm sorry, it just, like that point where it's hard to choose between your girlfriend and your best friend. Like, that's what was going on there. And, yeah. And then, we made up, became over to my house, and made them tostadas. There's at one time we stood up for an hour and a half talking about welding at your house, his house. Talking about welding jobs and like what it'd be like to be a welder. And my dad told me, he was like, my dad would have helped him get a job. My dad already got planned for me getting a job with him, so my dad could have helped him. He could have been welding with me on the pipeline. Me and him get our own trailers and going out, bars, meeting girls. It's me and Matthew. He introduced me to something. He introduced me to knowing what it's like to be having a best friend. A family that's not blood, but still means every. Oh my. Oh wow. Huh. Wow. Just noticed that. Remember when Matthew would come over to the house and we had Nia and Brianna's dog? We would just sit there and think my head hurts. Mess with Nia, mess with Ace and mother dog. That'd be funny. He met Pudge and Buddy. Bring over his PlayStation. He was one who taught me how to do smart TV. I have a smart TV. The one we have is in the living room that he showed me it on. But like, yo, that was cool. I would just watch YouTube videos on it, and it was lit. Matthew, he was the king at third wheeling. Oh my gosh, he was. Like, me and Emily couldn't be at the house without him being there. Like, it was funny. One time he just fell asleep on my couch. Me and Emily were sitting in my bedroom, and we go out there. Em thought he was sleeping, but I don't know if he was or not. He actually was, and she jumped on me. It was funny. Oh. Like, I was never not with that guy. Like, legit, like. He was one of the closest I had to a brother, because my brothers are older than me. So, yeah. I guess I'll show y'all this welding helmet that he gave me. He gave me this just before I moved. This was a week before I moved. He like decided to give it to me. It was his mom. It was this one. He gave this one to me. And it's the auto. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not, but it's the auto darkening one. Or like, let's see, let's get a lighter real fast. Let's see if that works. Where did the orange one have? Here you go. I'm a mild pyromaniac, that's why I have letters. But like, so see, and then it darkened, but it adjusted back because it wasn't as bright of a light. I'm not sure if you guys can see the darkening in it. And then here's a light I found. Whoa. Wait, did it even adjust? Just like I'm staring. Just like I'm staring in the light. But yeah, this was the welding helmet he gave me. He gave me gloves in my garage, and you get where I put that lighter at? Because before I moved, he gave me a lighter. Not one of these lighters, but like one of those, like, to find it, but like it's out of my juice, whatever you call it, butane. So I have to fill it up, and I want my mom to do it because lighter means much to me now. So yeah. I need to get the decal on my truck. It's like a stoner. It's like one of those stoner lighters. Like I've watched stuff, when I see stuff, like they always have the white, like these, not white, but like tinted lighters. Like it's weird. And oh, I thought how much juice is in here. Oh, that's cool. Actually, how much juice I have in there, but yeah. Gave me that. He's originally his dad's. Not that lighter. There's funny times where he would make a joke about me. Okay, so I put chapstick on weird. Like when lips are chapped, they don't get chapped around the lips, they get chapped up here. So I put a whole bunch of chapstick on, and he go, moist lips.
Your moist lips now.
So mad.
Moist
Moist.
lips.
Oh, there's a video I'll probably try to put on.
Drops the. Oh, you wipe it
Anyways,
off?
guys, this is not all the stories I can say about Matthew. Really is not. But I'm gonna leave another part. This is already a long video already, so I'm just gonna leave this here, and I'll make a part 3 talking more about Matthew, and I'll probably try to get some of y'all. You guys can send me videos, and I'll save them, and I'll get y'all to contribute to the video, and just be a tribute to Matthew, to show how much we cared about him and how much he meant to us. So I'll try to hit some of you guys up, or even ask if you guys can be in my video, and I'll just put y'all in here. But anyways, I'll probably do that later or something like that. I'll probably make the third part of this in a little bit, actually. But I'm gonna take a break and eat some food. But anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see y'all later. This is Redninja signing out. Peace.